Hello, welcome to the last round edition of Budget Magic for the Brothers War season. Next week we'll be doing all be one new cards. Hopefully we find some decent budget decks in the next season. But one request that came from somebody that I faced on MTGO was how to make a good Rakdos mid-range on a budget. And hopefully I accomplished this week. Now, I wanted to try out a card that I have not tried out this season. Feldon, he's pretty reasonably cheap. And overall, I mean, he can produce card advantage. Because when you're in a mid-range shell and you're on a budget, one of the key fundamental pieces that you need to be successful is good card advantage. Which Harvester gives us good card selection. Feldon gives us card advantage. Evolve Sleeper, which is why I'm playing it, also gives me card advantage. So I think that is one of the more critical components. For the upper part of the curve, we have Angrath, because I love Angrath. And it'd be cool to have a Planeswalker. Even though 5 mana is a little steep, we have a Jagatha, which is pretty sweet. And we have a lot of decent removal and graveyard execution main board. So hopefully we can deal with a lot of the decks in the format right now. We also have more graveyard hate and noxious scrap. So we have a diverse budget option when it comes to sideboard cards, right? So Slaughter Gain for like Lotus Field combo, Extinction Event for white, Theater of Horrors for like control, right? Because we want to be able to have some sort of card advantage. It also pings the opponent each turn, which might be relevant. Rakdos Charm is kind of artifact destruction, and also it hates on go wide strategies, deal 1 damage to the opponent for each creature they control. We could do that at instant speed, and then Extinction Event the following turn. We get Fry for control matchups, as well as mono white, Duress for control, since we don't have Thoughtseize. So we have a decent amount of answers on a budget, and we have some of the critical components in the non-budget version. Bone Crusher, Graveyard Trespasser, Misery Shadow, Seize, Play, Harvester. So I tried to address a lot of the key components that you won't really swap out when you go for the non-budget version. The key fundamental thing that you're going to be upgrading first with the non-budget version, of course, is the mana base, Blood Crypts, the Slow Land, etc. The Canyon, Boding Ruins also should be cut at some point, right? Springs is probably the last land you're going to trim down, probably in the non-budget version, with like Castle Lockwains, utility lands. But since we're on a budget, we come in at $96, which is pretty reasonable for a budget list. So let's close this season out with a bang, and let's play one of the best decks in Pioneer on a budget. Let's get into it. Hello, it's your host KebbieG. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, also the bell notifications. Don't forget to check out the sweet stuff that's down in the description down below. Play a Swamp, pass the turn. Taps Cliffs, okay. Passes, eliminate. Play Dragon Skull Summit. We're definitely going to stomp. We can play Bone Crusher next turn. These Graveyard Trespassers might be really good. This looks like it might be mine. I thought it was going to be, is it Phoenix? But there's a Jeskai of some sort. Stomp the face. Bone Crusher Giant. So like this hand is pretty much curving out and looking like a normal Rakdos mid-range pile. So that's a huge bonus about this deck. Of course, we don't have Shieldred. That's one of the key things we lose, along with, of course, mana base. Improbable Alliance. Graveyard Trespasser. Go to combat, smack face, pass the turn. Passes. We drew a land. That's not terrible, but... Alright, so I think I just Blood Tithe Harvester. That leaves me up a removal spell. Hit ya. Pass the turn. Ironcrag Pyromancer. Eliminate. Makes a 1/1. Passes. Another Glutton. Eat up the yard. Go to combat. Smack face. Eat up the, I guess, my yard. Whatever. Pass the turn. Get Chomp. Here, I think. Alright, still dead. He has enchantments. I don't really think I have much for that. I am in black-red. Worst 2 colors for that. Could bring in Duress. Go down the Thirst. And a push. Run like that. Plays Courtyard. I didn't know this was a tribal deck. On Fox. Spicy. Let me guess this is a white 1-drop. Yep, a little Flourishing Fox. How adorable. If you draw a land, we might change up what we're going to be doing. That's not a land. So... it's either I play Sleeper this turn, and single spell next turn, or I play a 2-drop next turn. Let's put that on black. Let's go ahead and drop down this sleeper. Skip the turn. Gains a life. Cycles. Puts a counter on the fox. Assume he's going to get frisky for 2. Hits us. Take it. Bone Crusher. That's not a land. Go ahead and kill the fox. Go to combat. Smack face. Get him down to 20. Pass the turn. Mountain. I wish we had a mountain. Pyromancer. Go to combat. Hit you. Pump him. And resolves. I think I just dropped down Harvester. Pass the turn. Another Pyromancer. Cycles. And kills my board. Yeah. I need removal for that. Put on a red. Stomp. Stomp. Skip the turn. A fox. I'm assuming he cycles. Yep. Grows the fox. Pings me for 3. Passes. If you want to see me play a budget deck with Iron Crag Pyromancer, let me know down in the comments. So I think I pay 1, crack a blood token, pitch Harvester, duress, push the Pyromancer, and then we just duress. Take a flare past the turn. Play Stinger. Cycles. Down to 14. Assuming he attacks me. Down to 11. Unless he has another cycle. He does. Okay. Plays another land. Hits us for 4. Down to 9. Play Graveyard Trespasser. To gain a little bit of life. Eat a Stinger. Also kind of reduce the damage we're going to be dealt by this flare. So let me think this through. So 4 damage from the... Wait, how much damage from the flare? So there's 5 in the yard. So 5. He could definitely just... I think I have to block. Cycles. Yeah, he was definitely presenting lethal. Bone Trespasser. Eat 2 different creatures. Ship the turn. Next turn, hopefully if I top deck a land, I'm gonna double Bone Crusher. So there's 3 cyclers in the yard. So that's 3 damage from flare. Plus, do I risk it? I think I have to just accept it, I guess. All right, down to 6. If he had any cyclers, he would have cycled, right? Passes. So we play the Ruins. Play Bone Crusher. Go to combat. Smack face. Eat Fox Ceradon. Clean up his yard more. We will chump with Bone Crusher. Cast out. To eat the Bone Crusher? No. He's going to eat my Graveyard Trespasser. That's fine. It seems backwards. He should have ate the Bone Crusher so he can get in for lethal. Cycles. But I think I had to go for it, right? Because he still has the flare in hand. Goes to combat. Attacks. Chomp. Take 2. Cycles. Okay. So there's 2 in the yard. I think I have to just kill that. Bone Crusher. Ship the turn. So if he cycles at all, I think I die. Yeah, there's 3 cyclers in the yard, so Blair does 3. Alright, so he hits my giant, takes it out, smacks me for 2, down to 2. Okay, can we win this? Clean to dusk. Go ahead. Wait, what do we need to do here? If I eat a creature, I gain 3. So I eat the fox. And then I just pass. Oh my god, he got back. We need to eat that before he comes back. Thank god we didn't do that at sorcery speed. Alright. Hits us. That was close. Omens of the Sea. Omens of the Sea. Smacks us for 2. Down to 5 past the turn. Blood Tide Harvester. Get Jengatha in hand. Pass the turn. If he has another one of those Yamaro dinosaurs, we just lose, right? Because it's trample and haste. If we could fight through this, that would be quite impressive. Zenith Flare hits me for my creature for 2. Goes to combat. Hits me for 2. Down to 3. Play a swamp. Play Jagatha. Improbable Alliance. Oh my god, he got the dinosaur again. I can't beat that. Wait, where is he? Am I missing something? Puts that on human. Goes to combat. Passes. Another land. We need to eat a Fox. Eat up the yard a little bit more. Crack a blood token. Pitch the mountain. Draw a card. Another cling to dust. We're hanging on. Cycles a river winder. Pangs us. Down to 4. Makes a fairy. This thing's going to get going at some point. I mean, it needs 3 more. Goes to combat. Smacks face. Eat the river winder. Take it. Down to 6. Eliminate. Go to combat. Smack face. Alright. Tries to eat my Jagatha. Okay. Kill the stinger. Pass the turn. Goes to combat. Smacks us down to 4. He should activate this alliance if he doesn't have a good card in hand. Okay. Yep. Activates. So he makes a 1-1. And he gets to put another counter on the C's. Ongrath. Play Ongrath. Are we dead? I think I keep upticking it. And my best bet is to smack him with his own octopus token. Pass the turn. Boss fails. I force him to attack it. So goes to combat. Me, Ongrath. Okay. Down to 2. Do you make your octopus? He does. Or Kraken. My bad. Evolve Sleeper. Gain control of the Kraken. Play Evolve Sleeper. Grow the Evolve Sleeper. Grow the Evolve Sleeper. Hit your face. We're dead though. Definitely dead. Like, we could do this, but it'll be a 1 regardless. He gets 3 flyers, so that's the game. Extinction events in. Go Blank is still good, actually. Go Blank is good. So maybe I do bring in Go Blanks. Maybe over a Misery Shadow, an Ongrath, a Bone Crusher, another Shadow. Run it like that. Play Pathway. Play Sleeper. Pass the turn. Next turn we'll play Tap Land. Level him up. Plays a Tap Land. Gains a life. Passes. Level up the Sleeper. Go to combat. Smack face. Pass the turn. Plays a Mountain. Sees. Passes. Another Evolve Sleeper. Play the land tapped. Let's go ahead and level him up again. Smack face. Pass the turn. Plays a tap land. Plays a stinger. Still no land. Hopefully we find a land here. Go to combat. Hit your face. Pass the turn. Are we just gonna get there with a sleeper? Cycles. Pings us. Flourishing Fox. Cycles. I think I played Graveyard Trespasser. Keep my stuff on odds, so if I Extinction Event, that's not bad. That's Extinction Event for next turn. Play Trespasser. Keep his cyclers clean. Go to combat. Smack face. See if he decides to trade. He does decide to trade. That's fine. Pass the turn. Plays Pyromancer. Passes. Graveyard Trespasser. Eat the Fox. Play Sleeper. Go to combat. Smack face. Eat the Stinger. He blocks. That's fine. Pass the turn. Puts another counter on C's. Up to 6. Plays a healer. And cycles. What are you going to shoot down? Sleeper or Trespasser? Alright. Kills my tap Trespasser. Pitches the... Okay, that doesn't technically count as one of his 4 more times. Fatal Push. Go to combat. Smack face, smack face. Eat the dinosaur. Blocks. Level them up. That way they trade. I don't think I'd do it again. Let that resolve. And then I just get to push the Pyromancer and drop Harvester past the turn. That should flip back to day. Yeah, that's okay. Kraken. Cycles. That's the first time. Passes. Play Springs. Play Event on even. Play a Sleeper. Go to combat. Smack face. Eat the healer and the Pyromancer. Pass the turn. Down to 3. This deck is quite powerful. We pushed a very unwinnable game pretty far last game in game 2, and looks pretty impressive overall so far. Improbable Alliance. Cycles makes a 1-1. Play that tapped. Level up. So 3 points of damage between 2 creatures. Got it. 1-0 with the deck. Let's get into the next. Cave the Frost Dragon. Play Ruins. Reveal the Slog. I don't know. Canyon. Slug. Another Cave. Passes. Bone Crusher. Play Sulfur Springs. I think I Stomp this turn. Circuit Mender. Gain some life. Stomp the face. Bring him back to 20. Untap. Play Swamp. Play Bone Crusher. Charming Prince. Blinks his Mender. Passes. Blood Tithe Harvester. Go to combat. Smack face. See if he double blocks. Destroy the Mender. He gets to draw a card. Combat dealt. So he has a pump spell. Yep. Pass the turn. Plays an island. So he's Azorius. Plays Elite Guard Mage. Passes. Go blank. Sulfur Falls. Play Shadow. Go to combat. Smack face. Takes it. Down to 18. Pass the turn. Deep. Okay, Deep Welling. So he gets to blink this. Gain 3. Smacks me. Sure. We definitely will pitch this. Or cycle this. And if we have to, we'll blood token away the swamp. Draw something of relevance here. Ongrath. Or we just top deck something of relevance. Play Ongrath. Uptick Ongrath. Play the swamp so we could pump the Shadow. Smack face. Decides to trade. Pump the Shadow. Down to 12. Plays a beach. Kills my Ongrath. Well, that's not polite. Passes. Cycle. Crack the blood token. Pitches Springs. Black, red. Harvester. Crack Clue. Go to combat. Eats my Misery Shadow. Hit the face for 4. Next turn we could just get Jengatha in hand. Play Cloud Blazer. I'm definitely going to play a deck like this next season. Then brand new Elvish Norn. Definitely I want to play a Panamarnicon deck with that package. So get Jengatha in hand. Sack Harvester to kill Cloud Blazer. I guess I have enough, so we will technically play Jengatha. Smack face, pass the turn. Reflector Mage. Who are you bouncing? The Jengatha. Skyclave appetizers to eat the Bone Crusher. It's Charming Prince. To gain 3 life. Probably blinks the Prince. Okay, so we Fatal Push the Prince. Pitch this Mountain, draw a card. Reflector Mage. Pass the turn. Plays a Field of Ruin. Turns on a Cave. Hits me for 5. Down to 13. What are you blinking? He blinks nothing. Another Mountain. Jengatha. Ship the turn. Play Thrapes. Cracks the Clue. You can still turn on a Cave, which is interesting. Turns on the Cave. Goes to combat. Smacks me for 3. Sure. Down to 10. Blinks to the Thrapes. Sure. Eliminate. Go to combat. Smack face. Who are you chumping with? Okay, Inspector, which is good because, I mean, Skyclave is useless to blink in the first place. We'll hold the Eliminate for the Cave. Make him invest his entire turn into the Cave. Cloud Blazer. Channeler. You bouncing my dude? No, he makes a flyer. Goes to combat. Smacks face. Alright, we get a 2-2. Or a 3-3 back. Now he's probably going to blink the Channeler, bounce my Illusion. Yep, that's fine. Give me something good here, please. Clean to dust. I guess eat the March. I want to draw a card, I think. Blood Tithe Harvester. Crack a blood token. Discard a Mountain. Oh my god, another land. Eat the Faithful Absence. Alright. Draw a card. So I'll keep the land in hand for next turn. Blood Tithe Harvester. Smacky for 5. Takes it down to 8. Pass the turn. Question is, do we lose anytime soon? Smacks for 3 in the air. Take it down to 7. Surprised he didn't do a Cave, but whatever. Another Cloud Blazer. He has all odd creatures. So for the most part, I think Extinction Event should help. Bounces my Jengatha, blinks a Cloud Blazer, draws some cards, gains some life. Swamp, another Blood type Harvester. Jagatha. So I think I go ahead and kill a Cloud Blazer. Blood token, pitch the Swamp. Alright, that is a card to play this turn. So we'll play Evolved Sleeper, pass the turn. Alright, so next turn he does have lethal. So we just gotta keep that in mind. Because he should turn on this Cave 3 plus 6. So 6 in total. That's enough to kill us next turn. Skyclave Appetizers. Eats the Harvester, eats the Sleeper. Sure. Circuit Mender. I'm not sold on the Circuit Mender. Rest of his cards seem reasonable. Blinks the Cloud Blazer. Draws a couple cards. Gains some life. And a land. Yeah, that's not going to win. So we bring in that. Ungrass seems a little slow. But then again, it is relatively reasonable at controlling our opponent's hand. The question is, how much is that going to matter? Do we just bring in all the hand disruption? So his best cards is... We can't get his blink card with that. We could get it with this. Down the push. Down a Trespasser. Run it like that. Play Springs. Play Sleeper. Pass the turn. Plays a Tap Beach. Passes. Oh, Clean Dust. Blow up. Play Ruins? No. Go to combat. Smack face. Pass the turn. Hall of the Storm Giants. Play Spirit Companion. Blood Tithe Harvester. That was not a bad top deck. So, red, black, Blood Tithe Harvester. Play a tap land. Smack face. Pass the turn. Plays a Field of Ruin. Reflector Mage. Bounces a Sleeper. That's fine. Passes. Eliminate the Mage. Put that on black. Clean to dust. Eliminate. Draw a card. Bone Crusher. Go to combat. Smack face. Pass the turn. Plays a pathway on blue. Guard Mage. Gains some life. Draws a card. I think I cracked those blood tokens. I don't need Sleeper anymore. Hits us for 1. Take it. Play the Canyon. Play Bone Crusher Giant. Go to combat. Smack face. Pass the turn. Channeler. What does he do here? Bouncing either one of these creatures is bad. Thrabes. Sure. Goes to combat. No attacks. Play Dragon Skull Summit. See how he blocks here. Swing out. Okay, trades. So we care less about odds now. So even. Pick evens. Pass the turn. Goes to combat. Hits us for 1. Okay. Down to 15. Cracks the clue. Faithful Absence. Alright, so we crack the clue. Draw a card. Another dang land. Play the Swamp. Clean to dust. The Faithful Absence. Draw a card. Cycle. Get Jengatha in hand. Pass the turn. We are drawing a lot of lands. This is honestly a bad matchup, though. Like, this deck struggles against decks that try to produce a lot of card advantage. That's what I'm facing here. A deck that all it cares about is card advantage. Not a good position to be in for a Rakdos mid-range player. Smacks face. Blinks it. Makes a clue. Graveyard Trespasser. Eat the Channeler. Play that as a mountain. Jengatha. Pass the turn. That should be a decent clock. March of the Otherworldly Light. Pitches the Skyclave Appetizers. Seems weird. Could have just cast Skyclave. Plays a Mender, gains some life. Plays a Fountain tapped. No attacks. Blinks. Draws a card, gains some more life. This deck is so anti-Rakdos midrange. Slaughter Games. Is that something I want to do? What am I naming? He already has the best card. I guess I could name Cloud Blazer. Clean to dust. March. Eat up the yard a little bit. Draw a card. Another dang Swamp. I guess play a Swamp. Pass the turn. Smack face. Put you down to 5, maybe? If you don't chomp. Okay. Should play Reflector Mage here. It only makes sense. Yep. Bounces my Jengatha. Yep. Gains life. Draws a card. Another dang land. Put that on red, I guess. Pass the turn. Now I have 10 lands. Cracks the clue, draws a card. Hits us for 4. Down to 9. Gets Yorion in hand. I didn't even know he was a Yorion deck. Okay. Gain some life, draws a card. Alright, that's not a bloody freaking land. That's good. Play Jengatha again. Pass the turn. Another Circuit Mender. Gain some life up to 16. I swear we had him at 9 at one point. He's just gaining so much life. Yorion. Kill the Yorion. Gonna blink the whole board. Makes sense. Yep. Draw some cards. They come back. You should put Thassus on the stack first and then Yorion. Yep, so they return. I mean, it works for sure. I definitely can't wait to try a version of this. Bone Crusher Giant. That's weird. Stomp Face, since like everything is 3 toughness. Play Bone Crusher Giant. Pass the turn. That should stop him from attacking outside of the hall. Which he should just be turning on the hall and swinging out. But for some reason he's not. Charming Prince. Blinks him up. Blinks the Reflector Mage. What's the exact ruling on that card? Because it does... Alright, so they come back. Reflector Mage bounces. Stomp the Prince. The same name. It can't cast spells. It doesn't say from hand. Okay. Draws a card, gains some life. Graveyard Trespasser. Eat Yorion. Jengatha. For the millionth time. Pass the turn. We need something. Ox and Gonus might be worth some slots here. Oh, maybe over... Is Ox better than Ongrath? Kills my Jengatha. Super annoying. He should just be turning on the hall. March of the Otherworldly Light. Crack the clue, draw a card. Misery Shadow. Right? See what you can do. Goes to combat. Attacks with everything. We're gaining a little bit of life at least. Down to 3. Guard Mage. We can't kill ourselves to our own pain lands. So I'm not sure what we're going to do on our turn. Which is what I want to do. Go blank. Play Bone Crusher. Play Shadow. Play Go blank. Play Sulfur Springs. Pass the turn. Channeler. Bounces. Deputy. Sure, we scoop it up. Alright, so 1-1 with the deck. Let's get into the next. Island. Passes. Play Ruins. Reveal the Mountain. Ship the turn. This is some sort of control deck. Sulfur Falls. Yield till next end step. Alright, nothing. Pathway. Play Mountain. Ship the turn. This might be Izzet Phoenix. Bone Crusher Giant. Or is this just Izzet Adventure? You could, if you say that fast too many times, eventually you'll just say, is it Avenger? Okay. We will do our own stomp. Put that on black, I think, because I have a lot more black in hand. And stomp here. Pass the turn. Keep up a push. Passes. Blood Tithe Harvester. Play a tap land. Go blank. Probably going to eat a counter. Counterflux. Sweet. Ship the turn. Alright, gets Reflection of KebbieG. Plays a pathway on red. Gadwick. Interesting. Kill Reflection. Pass the turn. Plays a Stone Carve for Coast. You smack me for 3. Down to 15. Plays Bone Crusher. Play Swamp. Play Blood Tithe Harvester. Play Bone Crusher. You. Petty Thief. Taps my guy down. I mean, getting another blood token is always good. So that's good. This looks like Izzet Ventures. It's us down to 8. Another Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Play Harvester. Kill the token. Put that on red. Play another Bone Crusher. Ship the turn. Kind of stinks we have not drawn Felden yet. I really want to try him. But do I bother? We're behind, so we'll pass. This needs to be saved for the Borrower. I have no way of dealing with a flyer. Or I guess that works too. Does not discard anything. So he has good cards in hand. Another Adversary. Tap down Blood Tithe Harvester. Sure. Plays Brazen Borrow. Taps my other guy down. Smack me for lethal. Sure. Alright, got me. So, I guess extinction events. I guess go blanks. Sorcery speed seems bad. 1 and 1. I don't like that. Alright, got Felden. We keep. Black, pass the turn. Play steam vents, tapped. Passes. Put that on red. Felden. Smack face, pass the turn. Pathway on blue. Engine. Eliminate. Kill that. Play a tap land. Go to combat. Smack face, pass the turn. Alright, come on, Felden. You the man. Another Surge Engine. Passes. Play Sulfur Springs. Eliminate. Go to combat. Smack face. Pass the turn. Looks like he's getting land screwed. Stomps. Wait a minute. Do I want to do this? So my options here, right, is do this, exile top card, have card advantage. Or I kill it, fizzle the Bone Crusher altogether, and he doesn't get a 4/3 out of the deal. I think I just take card advantage. Thank God we got 2 lands out of the way. Take a swamp, I guess. Untap. Play the swamp. Get Jengatha in hand. Ship the turn. Sulfur Falls. Plays Bone Crusher. Plays Gadwick. Gadwick would be bad, wouldn't it? Bone Crusher Giant. I don't think I'd kill that. Jengatha. Pass the turn. Plays a Pathway on blue. Soul Seer. Sure. Smacks face for 4. Passes. Play Misery Shadow. Ship the turn. Petty Thief. Alright. Goes to combat. Smacks face. Alright, just kill it. Down to 14. Play another Shadow. The same Shadow. Play Go Blank. Crap. That's fine. That's fine. Pump it. Pass the turn. Play Sulfur Falls. 5 manas. Evoke the Wind. Okay. Seems fine. Blood Tithe Harvester. Pass the turn. Another Evoke the Winds. Goes to combat. Smacks face. Passes. Even. You don't get my things, opponent. Oh my god, another land. Sure. Pass the turn. Imrath. Alright. Cycle. God, these lands, dude, they're freaking killing me. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Its face. Draws a card. Bone Crusher. Stomp face. Cast Bone Crusher. Pass the turn. So he just wins, right? He just plays Brazen Borrower. Attacks for 8 in the air. Or he just plays the Adversary. Okay. And Bone Crusher. Or Borrower. Why? I mean, I get this is exactly 7, but sure. Alright, so 1 and 2 with the deck. Let's get into the wrap up. So what did we learn this week about this deck? And overall, I mean, we faced... I don't even know if that last matchup was technically a bad matchup. But traditionally, I think blue decks are not the best for this deck. Especially without Thoughtseize, right? That is a huge blow to the actual deck. We didn't really get to play that much with Felden. He did get a couple hits in and die. And we just got overly flooded. So I'm not exactly sure if 25 is right. That's what every deck list I looked at for Rakdos Midrange, they're playing 25. But it seems a little off to me. So I'm not really sure what would be a good substitute. We could play some Spikefield Hazards maybe to decrease our land count, but actually increase, you know, our ability to control the game a little bit better. And Graph felt pretty reasonable. I'm not exactly sure if, like I said, if Rankle or another, you know, cheap late game mid-range threat, it's better. But Shadow, Bone Crusher, Trespasser, Sleeper felt pretty solid, actually, in the list. I do want a little bit more, maybe a little bit more card advantage if I can main board, but being on a budget is quite difficult. I could up my Evolve Sleeper, which would mean I can cut maybe a Shadow. Maybe that's what I want. Something like that. So let me know down in the comments what cards you guys would have considered for this list. So until next time, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and so you get further alerts for future videos. So like I said, until next time, have a great rest of your day.